Hello, this is Mark Satterfield, and welcome to the Velvet Rope Playbook. Tonight's chapter, How to Create a Brand That Whispers Power, Not Shouts for Attention. There's a boutique law firm in Manhattan. No signage on the building, no public-facing Instagram, no newsletters. Just a name you hear quietly mentioned in certain circles. A name that seems to carry more weight than explanation. They don't run ads. They don't sponsor galas. They don't build an audience. They don't have to. Because when power is real, it doesn't have to announce itself. Now, this firm works with generational wealth, families with foundations older than most hedge funds, clients who don't just want legal protection. They want strategic invisibility. And the first thing you'll notice about their brand is what's not there. No slogans, no promises, just a sense of presence so refined it's almost unnerving. That is what's meant by whisper power. And in the world of affluent client attraction, this is the secret most people miss. The louder you try to be, the more invisible you become. But when you whisper strategically, those who matter lean in. Let me tell you about the firm's founder. Her name is Lillian Crest, Harvard Law, Wellesley before that. But you'd never know it because she never mentions credentials. She doesn't lead with proof. She leads with poise. Walk into her office and you'll find one piece of art on the wall, a photograph of the ocean at dusk, tinted gray-blue, framed in black steel. Everything else is subdued, charcoal upholstery, walnut shelves, soft light, silence. And here's what you feel as soon as you enter. This woman is not trying to get your attention. She already has it. Now, before I show you how to build a brand that whispers instead of shouts, if you're a consultant, real estate agent, or advisor who wants to attract affluent clients without dancing for their attention, go to getwealthyclients.com. There you can get your copy of my Amazon #1 best-selling book, The Affluent Marketing Blueprint, and access a collection of high-level resources that show you how to elevate your brand, your voice, and your pricing without lowering your standards. That's getwealthyclients.com. Now back to Lillian. Here's the secret behind her entire brand. She knows that the affluent are already surrounded by noise. What they crave is signal. They don't trust brands that try too hard. They trust the ones that seem like they don't need to. When you walk into a luxury boutique, no one's following you around asking, "Can I help you?" They just watch, quietly, confidently, because in that world, power is expressed through restraint. It's why the best private banks don't advertise interest rates. It's why the finest tailoring houses don't post before and afters. It's why the most in-demand advisors never say, "DM me to work together." They simply exist in a way that suggests, if you're ready, you'll know how to find me. So how do you build that kind of brand? Well, here are 3 strategic shifts. Number 1. Use silence as a feature. Not every brand asset needs to talk. Let your presence, your visuals, your pacing, your tone do the heavy lifting. When Lillian publishes something, it's never 3 tips for trusts and estates. It's a single thought, a sentence, like, "The best legacy is one your name doesn't need to defend." One line that gets passed around among the right people. That's a whisper. And whispers are more powerful than lectures when they're coming from the right source. 2. Design with discipline. Most people clutter their brands trying to be clear. But to the affluent, clarity doesn't come from more words. It comes from intentionality. Fewer fonts, fewer colors, fewer messages, If your brand feels calm, elegant, and controlled, it already signals confidence. Lillian's entire brand guideline is one page. No gradients, no Canva hacks, just black, white, and a blue so deep it looks almost silver under certain lights. The message? We're here for the long game. 3. Let your clients talk louder than you. Power brands don't brag. They don't shout stats. They let others speak their name in rooms that matter. Lillian's clients include museum boards, generational foundations, and quietly powerful families with names you don't see in the press. And they refer to her with phrases like, "She's who we trust with the real stuff. We don't talk about it, we just use her. You'll know when it's time." That's branding through behavior, not broadcast. So let's bring this back to you. If you want to create a brand that works at the highest levels, you have to stop marketing like you're fighting for attention. Instead, act like you already have it, and you're just deciding who gets more. Ask yourself, does my brand feel like it's vying for approval or calmly asserting presence? Do I feel the urge to explain or the power to pause? Am I broadcasting to the world or being overheard in the right rooms? Because whispering doesn't mean being invisible. It means being unmistakable to the people who matter. If you want to build that kind of brand, then go to getwealthyclients.com. And when you're there, you can request your free copy of the Affluent Marketing Blueprint and discover how to create a brand that elevates you above noise and aligns you with the affluent without ever needing to scream for attention. That's getwealthyclients.com. Because the brands that move the elite, they never beg, they never chase, they just exist at a higher level. This is Mark Satterfield, and you've been listening to the Velvet Rope Playbook. Bye for now.